I was just reading over some stuff on the second coming and the rapture and basically the future. And it was stirred, I guess, earlier this afternoon when I saw the Ink Pastor's TikTok where he served in the military and distressed about, people killing each other and all that. And he's got every right to be. And I commented that America has to decrease in order for the enemy's plan to go forward. And I think that's true. It doesn't mean I like it. I don't like it at all. I'm going to go into it a little bit more here in the next video. So I came back, got on my laptop, and pulled up my Bible software and pulled a book up that I rely on fairly frequently for things of this nature. And it's by Dr. John Walvoord. It's called Every Prophecy of the Bible. And he used to be the head of Dallas Theological Seminary, a great theologian. America, we're not in the Bible. We're not. Which ought to tell you a whole lot. It ought to speak volumes. We're a superpower. We are the preeminent superpower. And we're not mentioned. We don't come to Israel's aid. We're not fighting off hordes of demons trying to save the planet. And that's a tough pill to swallow, to be honest. It really is. And I've never understood it. Because, a book I read, America, the Last Best Hope by Dr. Bennett, he makes a comment in there that we were safe for 100 and some odd years after the revolution was won. We had an ocean on each side of us. You had to cross the planet to get to us. Well, 9/11 changed that. So the only way America is going to be destroyed is from within. You're not going to come over here and whoop us. It won't happen. So we have to willingly cannibalize ourselves. And unfortunately, I think that's what we're seeing the beginnings of. But Dr. Walvoord, he's talking about the appearance of Christ at the second coming. And he contrasts it to the rapture. The rapture, he said, there's nothing said about the world seeing him, and it's impossible that the world will see nothing at the time of the rapture. Only Christians will see his glory at the time of the rapture, and that's Titus 2:13. He goes on, he says, the fact that even those who pierced him in his crucifixion will see him at the second coming and introduces a problem inasmuch as they were unsaved at the time and will be in hell and not be in a position to see the event. The problem is solved, however, by the prediction in Zechariah 12:10, which states, I will pour out on the house of David and the inhabitants of Jerusalem a spirit of grace and supplication. They will look on me, the one they have pierced, and they will mourn for him as one mourns for an only child, and grieve bitterly for him as one grieves for a firstborn son. So there you see how John's words come true. Those living at the time of the second coming in Israel will be the representatives of the original Jews who screamed, crucify him. And it says, though the Gentiles performed the act of crucifixion, it was demanded by the Jews according to Scripture who pierced Christ. Jews living at the time of the second coming will accept responsibility. The grief of Israel will be shared by all other peoples across the world because the death of Christ was required by the sin of the world. As the prediction states, all the peoples of the earth will mourn because of him. That's Revelation 1:7. This is confirmed by Matthew 24:30, which states, at the time the Son of Man will appear in the sky and all the nations of the earth will mourn.